Imagine being offered a life-changing sum of money just to lend your face and voice to a tech commercial, only to look them dead in the eye and say, absolutely not. That is exactly what the legendary parody king, Weird Al Yankovic, just did, sending a massive shockwave through both Silicon Valley and the entertainment industry. For decades, Weird Al has been the undisputed master of musical satire, turning pop culture upside down with his brilliant accordion solos and hilarious lyrical twists. But recently, a major artificial intelligence company thought they could use his iconic, friendly image to soften the public skepticism about AI, offering him a massive payday to become the official face of their new tech hype. Instead of cashing the check, Weird Al completely exposed the reality behind the offer, triggering a massive wave of support from artists worldwide and sparking a fierce debate about the future of creativity. To understand why this rejection is hitting such a massive nerve right now, you have to look at the sheer irony of the situation. For the past couple of years, the internet has been flooded with memes, tweets, and videos making the exact same joke, Weird AI. Yankovic. It seemed like the most obvious, harmless pun in the world, combining his name with the biggest tech trend of the century. People were creating deepfakes, AI-generated song parodies in his style, and laughing about how perfect the coincidence was. Tech executives, seeing an easy marketing goldmine, decided to turn the meme into reality. They approached Yankovic with a massive, highly lucrative commercial deal, believing he would be the ultimate poster boy to bridge the gap between traditional entertainment and cutting-edge software. They thought he would laugh along with the joke, pocket the millions, and tell the world that AI is just a fun, harmless tool for creative expression. But they completely miscalculated who they were dealing with. Weird Al didn't just say no, he made it entirely clear that he refuses to be used as a shield for corporate tech hype. Throughout his entire career, Yankovic has built his legacy on a foundation of deep respect for human artists. Even though copyright laws technically allow him to parody songs without permission, he has famously made it a strict personal rule to always ask the original artists for their blessing before releasing a track. From Michael Jackson to Kurt Cobain and Chamillionaire, he has always honored the creators. So, when a technology comes along that relies heavily on scraping the copyrighted work of thousands of human musicians, writers, and artists without their consent or compensation, it goes against every single principle Weird Al has stood for over the last 40 years. By turning down the money, he sent a clear message: human creativity is not a commodity to be automated and packaged by Silicon Valley algorithms. The tech industry is currently desperate for this kind of mainstream validation. Right now, public perception of artificial intelligence in the creative arts is at an all-time low. Musicians, voice actors, Hollywood writers, and visual artists are actively fighting back against the unregulated use of their likenesses and intellectual property. Major record labels are filing massive lawsuits against AI music generators, claiming industrial-scale copyright infringement. In the middle of this intense cultural battle, the tech companies realized they have a massive public relations problem. People are genuinely afraid of losing their livelihoods, and audiences are growing increasingly exhausted by the flood of soulless, generated content. The executives figured that if they could get someone as universally loved, non-controversial, and wholesome as Weird Al Yankovic to endorse their product, it would instantly legitimize their technology and make it seem friendly, safe, and fun. But what happens when the king of parody completely rejects the ultimate tech parody? It exposes a much deeper crisis within the entertainment world. If someone like Weird Al, who has spent his entire life adapting to every single shift in the music industry, from vinyl and MTV to streaming and TikTok, draws a hard line in the sand against AI, it forces everyone else to stop and think. It proves that this isn't just an older generation resisting new technology. It is a fundamental defense of human soul, effort, and copyright. The viral Weird AI joke suddenly stopped being funny to the executives because the man himself refused to let his identity be weaponized against his fellow creators. He recognized that agreeing to the commercial wouldn't just be a personal paycheck, it would be using his massive cultural leverage to normalize a system that many believe is actively harming the artistic community. This bold move has ignited a massive conversation across the entire internet, with fans and fellow artists praising Yankovic for putting his morals above an easy fortune. In an era where it feels like almost every celebrity is willing to sell out for the next big tech trend, seeing a beloved icon stand firm in his beliefs is incredibly rare and powerful. It sets a massive precedent for other artists who might be facing similar corporate pressures. If Weird Al can walk away from a massive tech payday to protect the integrity of human art, it sends a loud signal to the rest of the industry that some things are simply not for sale. The battle over the future of music, art, and artificial intelligence is nowhere near over, but lines are officially being drawn in the sand, and the creators are fighting back harder than ever. What do you think about Weird Al's massive decision to turn down the tech money and expose the hype? Do you think more artists should follow his lead and refuse to endorse artificial intelligence? Or is the rise of this technology just an inevitable evolution of the music industry that creators need to accept? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because I really want to know your take on this. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the latest entertainment and music news, make sure to hit that like button to show your support, and definitely subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you never miss another video like this one. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.